Okay, so how's it going? This is Mold Trap, and this is a game between Hwasin and zerg, and yeah, we're on the third try of our tiebreakers now, and it's been absolutely crazy, absolutely fucking insane, this grouping. Everyone, I mean, a Light aside, Light is just on his own right now, but all the three people in this tiebreaker set have all beaten each other at least once. Iris beat July, then July beat Iris in the tiebreaker, and then Iris beat July in the tiebreaker, something like that. July's now beat Hwasin in the original grouping, and then in the first tiebreaker, I believe Hwasin beat July, and then in the second tiebreaker, July beat Hwasin. And now, the third tiebreaker, Hwasin beat Iris in the first game. So basically what that means is if he beats July Zerg here, then he will... I really wonder what that sign says. Anyways, but if he beats July Zerg here, then Hwasin will advance after all of this freaking stuff. Hwasin will take the spot and advance in the OSL. He'll be advancing with Light as part of that group, and it's a little bit foreboding for Hwasin. He's in the same spot on the same map that July Zerg actually beat him on in their game in the original round. So that's kind of interesting. That was where Hwasin tried kind of a no turret thing against July Zerg, and July just microed around and picked off his Marines little by little, and yeah. So anyways, if July Zerg does beat Hwasin again, then he will have to go on and face Iris, and then again, same thing. If he beats Iris, then he'll win, and if not, then it might go to a fourth tiebreaker, which would be ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. We see July, he actually put down that extractor and his spawning pool now, and he's got another hatch going as well. So wait, actually maybe not. I don't see. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. There is a hatch there. That is natural. I'm not even going to talk about the name of this map. I'm sorry. Anyway, so Hwasin setting up his usual. It looks like he might be going for a command center here. This is a relatively easy spot to protect that command center, that expansion there, and July Zerg maynarding out his a few drones and almost getting in the way of the SCV. That SCV is going to go in and scout this. You know, it's not to be unexpected, although we did see the scouting is definitely important, especially we did see that it was important in the game with July versus Iris in the last round, where Iris was able to scout out July's build and didn't die because of it, basically ended up winning that game. So Hwasin sending his forces around. He's just now getting his refinery down, since he spent a lot of money on the command center. You want to get that up as early as possible, just get it out and done as soon as possible, and then start investing in your tech after that is basically the concept behind getting that fast expansion. He does have some Marines out here. Again, we see kind of the importance of the scout, because Hwasin basically sees that July Zerg is not pumping out Zerglings or anything like that, and because if he had been, then he probably wouldn't be able to go for that expansion, that fast expansion, and wouldn't have been able to really. And we see July getting his lair up now, by the way. Yeah, sorry, I'm really scatterbrained right now for some reason. Yeah, if he hadn't seen that, if he had seen that July was getting links, he wouldn't have been able to go for that expansion, because he wouldn't have been able to defend it with the forces that he has right now if there was a bunch of links coming in. He is going to be able to defend it though, especially putting down that bunker just to be safe. Lair is up, Spire going up as well. He's getting his academy up. He does see that July Zerg is now that he's got his Spire up, he was saving up money for the lair and for the Spire, and now that that's up, he's got some minerals to spare, and he can spend them on things like lings, and so he's sending a bunch of lings, sending a squad of lings. That was kind of clever, sending him around the back there of the minerals just to get a scout in there, and looks like he's going to try and pick off an SCV or two. He does pick off one SCV. Marines are coming in to wipe up those lings, though. So that's not going to last a terrible amount of time there, those lings being around there. But he is able to see what Hwasin has. He sees that he doesn't have a lot of barracks at the moment, which might be important later on. Just trying to pick stuff off. And more lings now coming in around the back, though. It's interesting to see. He's going for that little supply line there, and he's kind of trapped behind there. It's going to be, if Hwasin brings those Marines back, that's going to be really bad for him. July needs to pull those lings out of there right now, actually. Hwasin guarding his SCVs back there, using that Marine to kind of fend them off. Yeah, so no, don't go back in. You're going to get slaughtered by those Marines when they get back. Alright, well, July's are kind of dicking around behind there, not really accomplishing anything with those lings. They couldn't go into the supply line because then they would be within range of that bunker and they would get hit there, although honestly it might have been reasonable for him to actually attack, though. But now what he's doing is he's saving those links so that he can have them around when those mutalisks come in. Hopefully we'll see some good mutalisk action with lings combination. He's getting up turrets now. Hwasin again doing a very good job getting those turrets in at just the right moment. Well, I'd say again, but I was actually thinking if Iris did that. He had really good timing with his turrets in the game against July. July going in there trying to do some harassment here. Hwasin is putting up a lot of turrets, though. It's going to be difficult for him to use the harassment there. Honestly, we usually see Terran players kind of put down the minimum amount of turrets and just try and use their Marines while they're building up Marines. Though I've seen a little bit of a trend lately of players putting down a lot of turrets instead, and so that way they don't have to worry about using their Marines as much. And it's been working pretty well. It's kind of a bunkering, and I mean that's what Terran is best at, honestly, is bunkering in and building up and then moving out. And so it's basically